Hello there, welcome back to my channel. Today in this video we are going to see about the common mistakes that people unknowingly do when it comes to manifestation, which can delay or block the process. And let's see what are they. There is no such thing as right or wrong when it comes to manifestation. You really have to find the technique or approach that resonates with you. Whether it's visualization, whether it's affirmation, whether it's scripting, whatever it is that you find useful and you find easy to do, please stick with it. And you really have to make it a discipline to manifest. Let your intuition guide you, honestly. You can try out different methods. There is no right or wrong, but you don't have to force yourself to try something when it's not resonating with you. And the second most common mistake that people do, that I also did, was trying to control or rush the process, which is going to resist the flow. Universe works in its own timing. We really have to learn to be patient and trust the process and prepare ourselves while we wait, so that we can respond effectively when the manifestations come in, right? So the third common mistake that people do is they cling to the outcome, becoming overly obsessed and clinging to a specific outcome limits possibilities. We really have to set an intention and stay open to a different outcome or even better outcomes sometimes. That openness is necessary when it comes to manifestation. And the next common mistake that people do when it comes to manifestation is they hold on to these past identities and beliefs and habits. All of these can keep you stuck. We really have to discern and let go of the limiting beliefs that are no longer serving us and be ready to step into the new version of ourselves who is aligned with our desires. Because when we are constantly being defined by the old beliefs, that's putting us in a box, we are going to create a misalignment with our desire, which is going to delay or block the manifestation. Take steps to release it step by step, taking one day at a time. I know it's not easy, but you can do it. And the next thing is people have this misalignment between their thoughts, emotions, and actions. Manifestation isn't just about positive thinking, it's about the embodiment of your desires on all levels, not just your thoughts, your emotions, your actions. Everything has to be aligned with your desires. So when there is a misalignment, the manifestation process is going to be affected. Look at our roots, our beliefs and thoughts. So when we focus on, reframing and, questioning our faulty, limiting beliefs, obviously we are going to take conscious steps to reframe those. And if it's really getting harder to do it yourself, you can seek professional help. We are consciously being aware and changing the ways that we do things. So it's going to take some time and patience. So be consistent. And the next thing is something that I have mentioned in some of my videos before. If you do not have the clarity to manifest, then the universe is not going to bring in your outcomes. You really have to clearly define what you want and trust in the process. And the next common thing is most of us really have fear of success or fear of failure. Fear can really make us self-sabotage our success. And we really have to address those fears and find out what's underneath, what's the underlying reasons for the fear, and understand and accept that success and failure are part of the process or part of the journey. So many of us really find it difficult to accept failures because obviously we are living in a society which is glorifying all the success, but we don't take time to share our failures are not shared openly or as increasingly as success, right? And we have to accept that the society is built like that. We only value success, but without failure success wouldn't be so sweet. If you're failing at something, it's not that you are less deserving of the success. It's not that you are incapable, or it's not that you are bad at something. It just means that you have to find a different way to approach this thing. When we see everything as a lesson, that growth mindset is what is going to take you places, because you are no longer driven by the success alone. You are also driven by your failures, because it's teaching you something and it's making you evolve. And when we start to shift our perspective from fixed to growth mindset, we'll be more accepting of our failure. We will be able to address these fears, and we will be able to overcome these fears easily when we understand that every experience is a learning in itself. And the next thing is the most common thing, and people often neglect their worth. If we are not feeling like we deserve something that we are manifesting, obviously it's not going to manifest, because you are not loving yourself enough to respond to it effectively. So cultivating self-care, self-love, and believing that you are worthy of everything that you're manifesting is actually the first step. Because when you believe that you are enough and you are worthy, it's easy to manifest. When you think too much, you analyze too much, you are going to bring in logic, and it's going to resist the manifestation. Because when you think about it and bring in logic, you are going to control the process, which is going to resist the manifestation flow. So practice something that allows you to be present, whether it's connecting with nature, mindfulness, or meditation. Do something that reduces these overthinking and overanalyzing, because it's going to create doubt and fear and worry. Again, that is going to affect the manifestation. When we look for logic, we are going to look for reasons, and we are going to look for proofs. And when there are no proofs, we are not going to believe it. Obviously, the doubts and fear and worries pop up, and we don't know how to respond to it, and it's going to delay the manifestation or block it. Lack of energetic or emotional alignment, which is common because people often think that manifestation is just about positive thoughts, right? But it's not. It's also about positive emotions and positive actions. So when you're not emotionally feeling positive about your manifestation, it's going to be resisting the flow. Practice positive emotions like gratitude, faith, because these will raise your vibration. These will increase your vibration, match with your desires to bring in your manifestation. And if you want to know more about manifestation, check out the link in the description box where I talk about manifestation using vision board. And the next common mistake that people do is ignore the signs and synchronicities that is happening in your life. Sometimes things happen in our life and they repeat again and again. If you are just responding in the same way, how are we expecting the universe to bring in our manifestation? We really have to not ignore those signs and actively learn to respond differently. We really have to understand that manifestation isn't about external factors here. It's all about inner alignment. No matter what your current circumstances looks like, you really have to change from your inner self. If we overly rely on the external factors, the manifestation is not going to work. The manifestation is going to be much easier when you not rely on external factors but work on yourself first. Allow space for grace and flexibility, because manifestation process is not linear. It might not happen in the way that you expect. So you really have to be open and accept things, because universe may have better plans than you. You never know. Like I said, we have to work on ourselves first. Our inner self, our beliefs, thoughts, energy, action, behaviors, everything has to align. We are already abundant. We already think we are enough. We are worthy. We are deserving of the things that we are manifesting. So, manifesting from a place of abundance is what is going to work. If we are desperate and manifesting from a place of lack, like I'm manifesting because I desperately need a job, I desperately need a money, no. You really have to manifest like, I manifest financial abundance because I am worthy of abundance. Because I have done the inner work. I love myself enough. I love my work. I love my ability to make things happen. And I deserve financial abundance. This is how we should manifest. We really have to feel we deserve, we already have the abundance, the mindset of the person who already has financial abundance. So that is the thing that we need to work on. If you're manifesting out of ego for fame or status or validation, the results are going to be hollow. It's shallow. You really have to find your soul's true purpose on this planet and align with it. That you shouldn't play small when it comes to manifestation. You have to allow yourself to dream big, because there are no limitations when it comes to manifestation. Self-imposed limitation should be released. You really have to believe that anything is possible and ride with that. When you're constantly stressing, worrying, getting anxious about or worrying about your desires, you're obviously not in the receptive state. You have to be calm enough to respond to your manifestation. Because when you're stressed, worried all the time, that sends out a different vibration. You're not really aligned with your desires. Even though you want to, you're not really energetically aligned. So you have to practice stress management and keep yourself inspired and afloat during the waiting period. And that is all I have for you today. Don't forget to check the link in my description box, where I walk you through the process of manifestation using vision board and how I have manifested my dreams and how I helped other people to do the same. Check out the free training and let me know in the comment section. And you can check out the testimonials and website, and I'm sure that it will help you to create an effective vision board for manifesting your dream life. Thank you. See you all in the next video. Bye.